Hey buddy, it's Crazy Guitar 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we went through, let's go, Menu 2 music, my favorite. In the last one, we went through Classic Mode as Meta Knight, one of Kirby's rivals and a very staple character of the Kirby series. Coming back from Brawl, a little bit different than he used to be, but he came back and he's still cool, I guess. In this episode, however, we're beginning continuing Classic Mode, going through as another newcomer once again, this being the Bruiser from Bronx, Little Mac. So, yeah, Little Mac, new character in the game, coming from the Punch-Out series, looks very similar to how he did back in Punch-Out Wii. If you guys remember his appearance back in Brawl as a trophy, it looked a little nasty, or as an assist trophy as well. He looked a little nasty. He definitely got a huge improvement into Smash 4. But let's go ahead and check out Little Mac's costumes real quick. So, Little Mac, fun fact, is the only character in the game with 16 different costumes. He has a whole set of 8 regular ones and then 8 whole new ones, and you'll see what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and check out all of those. So we have the default, which is his appearance when fighting in the minor circuit in Punch-Out Wii. We have a yellow outfit, which is his appearance when in Punch-Out Wii's title defense mode. We have a white outfit, which is reminiscent of the colors his in-game his in-game sprite has after defeating opposing boxers in the Punch-Out for the NES, but the colors of the tank top and shorts are swapped. We have a red outfit, which is his appearance when fighting in the World Circuit in Punch-Out Wii, blue, which is his appearance when fighting in the Major Circuit in Punch-Out Wii, orange, which resembles his appearance as player 2 in Punch-Out Wii's head-to-head mode, but the colors of the tank top and shorts are swapped. Green, which resembles the protagonist of Super Punch-Out for the SNES, and a pink outfit with a hoodie, which resembles where he just wears his pink hooded sweatshirt from the training montages in the Punch-Out series. The colors are inverted in the wireframe variant, in which we're going to get into right now. So those are his standard 8 ones. He also has 8 wireframe ones. The wireframes palette is based off of the player's appearance in the original arcade Punch-Out. So yeah, this is pretty cool. All of them are basically the exact same as their standard iterations, the gloves and the shorts being the exact same. The major difference being the final one, which instead of having green gloves and a pink hoodie, it's inverted. It has a green hoodie and pink gloves. So that's pretty cool. But we're gonna go in with standard Mac. Let's do it. Little Mac, Big Mac, whatever you want to call him. He's a Little Mac, but yeah, he can grow. He has time. So yeah, Little Mac. I guess let's go for Wii Fit. Why the heck not? And Meta Knight apparently. I don't know what Meta Knight has to do here, but he's here, I guess. Joining the matchup, I guess. Yeah. Oh, why are we playing on Balloon Fight? It's like one of the worst stages for him to play on. So Little Mac, crazy new character in this game. You know, he's a character, he's mainly a brawler, definitely a more grounded brawler. What did I just witness? Why did Meta Knight and Fox just SD? Okay then, I guess. Yeah, so Meta Knight is, of course, Little Mac is primarily a grounded fighter. He does a lot better when playing on the ground instead of in the air. He does very, very well in the ground, or on the ground, sorry. Very, very well as a ground fighter. Very, very strong, excels a lot. That was crazy. Very, very strong character, very, very fast, can get up in your face really quick and just like knock you out. His main issue, of course, being his aerial game. Some characters, of course, obviously are better on the ground than in the air, but they still have decent, that's 2 trophies. They still have decent, like, 3 trophies, damn. They still have decent, in-air mobilities, right? Mac is not the same. He is pretty bad in the air. He still has some usage to him in the air, but it's pretty bad. His attacks get far weaker, far less knockback. You can do some pretty cool stuff with Air Mac, as they kind of call him, yeah. Air Mac has some functionality. You can do some pretty cool stuff with him, but usually if you're playing in Little Mac, unless you really, really know what you're doing and can do things safely, you're gonna want to play with Mac on the ground. No doubt about it. Yeah, that's basically the main thing about Mac. But yeah, so with Mac, we have special moves to go over. It's gonna be really hard to actually showcase it on this stage. I'm gonna try. Also, one thing I might as well mention real quick with Mac is the fact that his smash attacks all have super armor of some sort, or I guess heavy armor. There's like a difference between the two. They have armor if you were to use the attack and then get hit while he is going through with the attack. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, there's also this thing, the KO punch. There's a lot to go over. Let me go over them real quick. So the KO punch is a variation of his neutral special, where he has a meter that he charges up. The meter can get charged up either by him dishing out damage or damage being dished out onto him. Once the KO meter is then fully powered up, he then gets the KO hits, the KO punch, where if you were to go up to an opponent and punch them, he does heavy damage and knockback with it. It's not a guaranteed KO, it isn't, but it can KO very low. And of course, the lighter the opponent is, the better off it's gonna be. But with his standard special move, his standard neutral special, we have something called the straight lunge, where Little Mac, hold up, if I can show it off real quick, where he starts charging this little hit and then lunges into a very strong forward fisting hit, like that. Obviously, it's a charge move. The more you charge it, the more distance you're going to get, and the more power it's going to get. You can charge it for as long as you want. You can either like have a little hit, or like a medium hit, medium distance. The damage doesn't really change for the attack unless he does, of course, hit with the fully charged variation. Of course that happens. It's a very strong move, and while he is charging, he does get super armor, or sorry, not even super armor. This is like full-on heavy armor with the attack if you were to use it. There we go. Bam! That's a good damage right there. Well, let's go. Well, let me see if I can try and hit off of the move. There we go. That's a good variation of it. Solid damage, solid damage. Ooh, and there's the full hit. So very strong move. Gives you a lot of distance. I think you can actually use it like mid-air as well. And it can give you some horizontal distance too. I think so. I don't know how good it is in the air though, because I don't really use it in the air. But yeah, so that's the move. The main issue, of course, being that it has a huge blind spot at the beginning of the move and high ending lag. And the full charge version requires crucial positioning, because if he does the full charge version, again, he will be sent into very high end lag. So you gotta be really careful with that. I caught that, nice, not bad. Little Mac's really fun though. I really want to talk more about him, but I need to talk about the special moves real quick. That's important. Now we have his side special, which is called the Jolt Haymaker, where he kind of launches himself at an angle, and can basically just lunges into the opponent. From the air. It's a pretty strong move and a very good horizontal recovery as well. If you use the attack earlier, if you use the hit earlier, I guess, yeah, we'll kill him. Sorry, you can like have it either come out with the entire move, the entire mobility, but if you were to press the attack button at a sooner timing, then he not only does the attack sooner, but also ends the attack sooner. So like the whole like launch forward. Unless it goes the same way, I don't think so. But yeah, another move of his where it's like very strong, very good knockback if he hits with it. The aerial version is noticeably worse as it lacks intangibility and covers less distance, especially if the punch is thrown early. So the aerial version, obviously, for a lot of his moves, are objectively worse. But that's kind of, yeah, that's just how Mac is. But again, it is a very solid move to use, just as an extra recovery option, because his regular recovery is not going to give you a whole lot, to say the least. Speaking of regular recovery, let me see if I can check it out real quick. We have, whoa, where'd I go? Okay, I guess that happens. We have the rising uppercut, where Little Mac launches himself into the air at a very vertical distance and does a multitude of hits with his punches. Just a few punches here and there, and yeah, bam, and then one final punch which just sends the opponent flying. Not a bad move, you know, to have. It's a it's a pretty bad move as a recovery, but when it comes to a move that can like get in real quick, dish out some damage, and even KO opponents, it's very, very strong in that regard. So I will say that. Yeah, the move has a lot of good knockback, as I kind of mentioned, with it having like really good killing power. And thanks to Little Mac's excellent traction, it's very potent at a shield option, yet is also one of his only reliable aerial finishers aside from his side special. Yeah, so it can KO very well. The aerial version is half as effective at covering vertical distance and granting maneuverability compared to the grounded version, which makes it extremely ineffective for recovery. And it also only snaps the ledge if it starts or ends right next to one. So that's pretty interesting. And it also appears to be based on Little Mac's 3-star punch in the Wii version of Punch-Out. So there's that. That's the rising uppercut. It's a pretty weak recovery. It's not bad like on the ground, but if used in the air, as they mentioned, it is pretty pitiful as a recovery. It really is. It's a very bad recovery. Mac, you need to be very, very careful when using him in the air. You need to be careful when just being shot into the air, and especially off stage, because he's not going to be able to have much of an option to getting back on. He really will not. So yeah, just be careful when playing Mac. But then finally, we have his down special, which, lo and behold, is in fact a counter, which makes sense coming from the fact that he is a boxer. Let me see if I can show it off. It's called the slip counter, by the way. That's the name of it. Let me see if I can hold up. That's the move right there. So he does a counter, and then after a bit, he then kind of slips through the opponent, and then kind of launches himself forward into a counter move. So it's a very, very good distance that it gives you. Hold on, let me try this. Ready? Bam! Look at that. That's strong as hell. Yeah, so he assumes a full counter stance, and if hit, immediately counterattacks by slipping under to throw an uppercut. It's a very, very quick one, coming out at frame 5, which is tied with Double Team, and which time has the fastest counterattack in the game. Look how quick it goes. It also, like, just covers a huge amount of distance, too. It can be used for horizontal recovery due to Mac being propelled forward during the slip, although this can of course be risky. It appears to be based on Glass Joe's delayed right hook used during title defense mode in the Wii version of Punch-Out. So again, another pretty cool, I guess, what's it called? Reference with his move. You see, boom, boom, and KO. Let's go. KO, man, KO just such a fun move to go for. Also, one thing that's actually pretty cool about slip counter, compared to Morph and Ike's counters, which I'm pretty sure they only have a 1.2 times, that's crazy. Do you see how bad Mac is in the air? It's so sad. But I just killed him off a down smash at such a low percentage. But yeah, compared to Morph and Ike's counters, which only give you a 1.2 times multiplier on countered attacks, Mac has a 1.3 times multiplier, which is pretty freaking crazy. Yeah, it's a strong one. It is a strong one, that's for sure. But it's a very, very good hit, nonetheless. And let's end it off with that. Beautiful, beautiful hit. That was a fun run through. I like Mac a lot. He's a very, very enjoyable character to play. Again, a very risky character to play just because of how bad he is in the air. You really have to rely on his grounded potential, what it can do on the ground to really, really dish out heavy damage and just win with him. If you're in the air and your opponent starts like using that to their advantage, it's going to be kind of difficult to get out of that situation, that's for sure. But, yeah, I mean, that's Little Mac. And now for the credits. This is what I'm really, really worried about. Because, you know, I've been constantly mentioning how bad Mac is in the air. The credits are going to be a freaking pain to get through. So, yeah. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna be able to do this properly, but we'll try it. We will try it. Hopefully I can just like get the stuff that's like higher up earlier, so I don't have to deal with it later. Yeah, there we go. That's, we're doing pretty decent so far. I just gotta really keep like at it with like getting this higher up stuff sooner rather than later. Let me see if I can get that going. Come on, nice. But yeah, I mean Mac. I mean, like I mentioned really briefly, or a few times actually, Mac's fun. Max is really fun. You know, if you can like. As a grounded fighter, he is just like extremely enjoyable. He has a bunch of super armor / heavy armor. His moves carry heavy damage and knockback. They're just extremely powerful. Again, the only thing that really sets him back is his aerial options, his aerial mobility. He can't really do much in the air, which kind of sucks, but yeah, that's just like the downside to him. That's the main downside, if anything. His recovery is very weak. He can't really do much like as an attacker in the air, which sucks. And yeah, just like a few things here and there. It's a lot to him, but yeah. Still, I will defend Mac. I will say he's a very fun character. I know I have some friends too who really enjoyed playing a little Mac, so shoutouts to you guys. You know, you're going crazy, but I respect it. I respect it. I respect the grind with the Mac. But yeah, his tilts are also really good too. Very quick, very strong. You can juggle opponents very well. You can do like, I know you can do like down tilt into up smash, or like down tilt into forward smash, even down tilt into up B. Like there's so many options with him. And if you want to like set up with the KO punch, obviously like reading your opponent is like the main key. And like just kind of knowing where they're gonna go and then just kind of like catching them off guard and then going for the attack. But you can also like do like one of the biggest things in Smash 4 is doing down tilt into the KO punch. Like that's like a huge like, you know, thing that works well with Mac. But let's go into his training real quick and check out his taunts and of course his Final Smash. Final Smash being a really cool one to say the least. Very cool. And you'll see what I mean by that in a moment. So yeah, so first off, of course, his taunts. Let's check these out. So up taunts, just a little punch in the air, a little victory thing. Sometimes Doc Lewis, his trainer, comes in. He's like, "Get him, baby." Give him a sec. There we go. I think every 3. Oh no. Huh? I guess it's just random chance. Okay, we have side taunts. That's a little like, yeah, that's as simple as that. That's a really crazy little grunt at the end. And finally, down taunt. That's a little like punch in action right there. And of course, Doc Lewis be like, "Show what you got, Mac, baby." Pretty cool. Mac's taunts are nice, simple but effective. And finally, his, oh, hold up. Oh yeah, his neutral air is like pretty goofy. But it can kind of work sometimes if you just know how to use it, of course. Hold up, let me get this. Thank you. This is his Final Smash, Giga Mac, which I think is something that's, yeah, he came in Punch-Out Wii. He transforms into a massive form of himself, an angry, kind of like Giga Bowser type, holy crap, a kind of like Giga Bowser type transformation, where his attacks are so much stronger. They have the ability to freaking KO in one hit, most of them dealing twice as much damage as Little Mac's respective attacks. Yeah, in his so his non-angled and upward angled forward smash, sweet spotted up smash, and clean straight lunge, each of which are one-hit KOs when they are fully charged. Even his up tilt, dash attack, and back throw become viable KO options. So yeah, apparently even Doc Lewis won't be heard while taunting in this form. So it's just a way stronger, beefed up version of Mac himself. That's basically it. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't really gain, or he gains like a lot of armor to him as well. So he can't be like knocked around with the move or while he's like in the form. It's a pretty crazy Final Smash, it really is. But a really cool transformation one I enjoy a lot. But let's check out his trophy real quick. Little Mac. This little boxer from the Punch-Out series makes up in the heart what he lacks in height. He wasn't afraid to take on boxing champs, and he's not afraid of Nintendo All-Stars, or just Nintendo Stars. In Smash Bros, he packs a serious punch when his KO meter fills up, wade in, and trigger a devastating uppercut. So yeah, there we have it, Mac, the bruiser from Bronx. He's a very, very good fighter. Very, very fun. Very powerful, too. So, yeah. And that's it. So, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Wait, thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Super Smash Bros. 4. We'll just call it 4. In the next episode, we'll be continuing Classic Mode, going to, yet again, the next row of characters with the leader of the Star Fox crew, Fox McCloud. So yeah, going to, back to another original Smash Bros. Fighter. Quite excited about this one. I do like me some Fox. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, and the VOD channel. They're all down below. Go check them out. And I'll be seeing everyone in the next one. Pop-Tart out.